Hey, Living Waters. It's Director of Ministry Katie Weber, and I am coming to you this Friday, March 18th. Happy St. Patrick's Day to those of you who celebrated yesterday. I personally am not a fan of green beer, but my wonderful husband did bring me a green shamrock shake to lunch yesterday, so I got to have that. So happy St. Patrick's Day to those of you who do celebrate. I hope you were able to enjoy something green or corned beef and cabbage, something fun for St. Patrick's Day. We have so much happening here at Living Waters in the next few weeks that I'm going to ask a big favor of you. I'm going to ask you to read the e-blast, start to finish, top to bottom, and then go back and read it again, start to finish and top to bottom. So much is happening. We are so many new things coming out as we're leading up to Holy Week and Easter, and then as we're looking at spring and even further into our future at summer. So I'm really going to strongly encourage you to read the e-blast twice this week. That being said, I'm going to dig right into announcements. We do have this coming Sunday, which is March 20th, the spring Spruce Up. That's following the 10 o'clock worship service, so it's roughly around 11 o'clock that we will be starting. We have three kind of main goals that we are hoping to accomplish with our spring cleaning this year. We want to get those Christmas lights taken down, so if that's something you are willing to help out with, please do bring appropriate footwear. It's pretty mucky out there right now. So Christmas lights. We are hoping to relocate the puppets, the ones who are in the sealed Rubbermaid containers, out to the storage area that is adjacent to the garage. So we're going to be relocating those. And then our kiddos, we have a project. They are going to be window washing the faux stained glass off the window wells in the sanctuary, polishing those windows up. And then we'll be doing some cleaning of the sanctuary in preparation for Easter and Holy Week. So those are kind of our three main things that we're going to be working on. We do have other projects, polishing pews, that kind of stuff. But there truly is something for every ability. So if you are here on Sunday, I would just encourage you to stick around and help out with that. Speaking of Sunday, when you get here on Sunday, or if you're here on Sunday, I also would encourage you to walk to the back windows. So those are the windows that face north in the sanctuary and in the gathering space, and take a look outside at the tree line. You might notice that you see a little bit more lake than you have in the past. Steve Slayton and Steve Yar have been hard at work taking down some of the ash trees that were affected by the emerald ash borer. So they're taking down the unhealthy trees. We are not removing healthy trees. That's not something that we would do. But they are taking down some of those unhealthy trees. It is definitely changing our view of the lake, so that is really neat. But I would encourage you to take a peek at their hard work and maybe give them a pat on the back, because that is a lot of work. And that is just part of our goals of stewarding that back door, that outdoor space a little bit better, taking care of it better than we had been, and then really looking at what that outdoor space means to our future, to the future here at Living Waters. So all these things that we're thinking about as we move towards spring. So speaking of spring, many of you probably saw these. This is a spring fundraiser that we are doing in conjunction with Gertens. Gertens is giving us 30% of the proceeds. This particular fundraiser, and I'm going to pop the QR code right up here. This particular fundraiser is for plants specifically. So this is different than the Easter garden fundraiser, or this is different than the Easter garden. This is a fundraiser that is specifically for plants. There's lots of details. This fundraiser is only online. So if you don't know how this QR code works, or if you need some help with it, please do see Lisa Brown. If you don't know who Lisa is, I would be happy to introduce you. And then another piece of this is, if you aren't a huge gardener, or you live in a homeowners association where you're not allowed to plant and that kind of stuff, but you still want to help out, We do have a wish list of plants that we will be putting in our own garden here at Living Waters. We have that blank space on the parking lot side of the gardens. So we do have that wish list, and Chris Anderson is the person that you're going to want to chat with about that. And again, if you don't know Chris, I would be happy to introduce you. So the Gertens fundraiser runs through April 7th, so we don't have a whole lot of time, but do check that out. Speaking of the Easter Garden, the order forms are online or here at church. Another new thing on our agenda is we are forming a preschool outreach team. So this is a team of folks that's going to work directly with the preschool down the hall, ABC Preschool. Pastor Ivy and I have a pretty good established relationship with the kiddos there, but we really want to expand on that relationship. We have some events already planned where we are going to be working with those young kiddos, like Easter egg hunt during Holy Week, but we need help. And so we are hoping that you will prayerfully consider joining that preschool outreach team. That would be a really fun team to be on. So if that's something that interests you, please do see Pastor Ivy. She is working on that project. We do continue our soup suppers this coming week. We have quite a few soups, but I do believe we are short a bread or two. So if you are a baker or a buyer of bread and you are able to help us out, please do let me know. I will sign you up for that. Couple other things to note. We are doing some transitions with staff. Becky Juni has been our bookkeeper for about the last 10 months, and she is returning full-time to the workforce, so she is no longer going to be able to help us with our books. But a lady by the name of Trish Clifford is stepping in. We hired her this past week as our new bookkeeper. She officially starts, I believe, on the 22nd of March, so we will be doing a little bit of a transition time, but the February financials are below in the e-blast, so something for you to take note of. And then I just really want to say thank you, Becky, for helping us out, and welcome, Trish. We're very excited to have you here. Speaking of finances, you will see a note about a gift of hope that Living Waters received. We did receive this beautiful anonymous donation this past week. Imagine my surprise to get back from vacation and have this beautiful gift. I literally shed tears of joy. So do read about that, and I genuinely hope that you are feeling the same light and hope that many of us here at Living Waters are feeling right now. Good things are happening. We are here on this corner of God's earth, and we are hard at work. So do check all that out. And like I said, there's so much information in the e-blast this week. Read it top to bottom, start over and read it again. And this information obviously is also in the church bulletin, which I didn't print one. I don't have that in front of me, sorry. I'm not always as prepared as I like to think I am. But all the information is in the church bulletin. It is online, and of course here in the e-blast. I think that's all I have. I've gone way over my allotted 5 minutes. So take care, be well, and God bless.